Hi, I'm Logan T. Smith for Opinion Subject to Change, here to talk about Mortal Engines from 2018. But first, this video is not sponsored by Toughbox. This is a nice sturdy toolbox. It's been around a long time. It's pretty old. I don't know how old it is because I swiped it off my dad. On Earth, sometime in the future, there was a 60-second war. Further in the future, steampunk cities roam Europe. The amazing technological advancements required for these cities on tank treads are offset by losses in communications and weapons technology. I fear mentioning any more plot or character motivations for being accused of spoilers. Very few specifics are learned in the opening moments of this movie. Although there seems to be a protagonist, Hester Shaw, her motivations are questionable at best, and I'm not really sure that she's meant to be good. Determining who was supposed to be good seemed more about how they were introduced rather than what their actual actions were. On my second viewing, I decided Mortal Engines would be a very bad place to try and learn morals. In the large cast of characters, there are only two, perhaps just one, that have altruistic actions. I kept thinking, I can see why this guy is bad, but is there any reason that this guy is good? The structural problems of the film stem from significant world-building issues. The world is very complicated, and we learn enough to know it's very complicated, but not enough to know why anyone does what they do. That might be realistic and real and true to life, but it makes it very difficult to become emotionally connected to the characters or to the film. There's clearly moments that are meant to be emotional and impactful, but for me, they just aren't. That said, the plot chugs along in a mostly pleasing way in a very visually impressive world. If you have a 4K television that you want to see what it can really do, Mortal Engines is an excellent showcase piece. Right from the very start, the sets are highly detailed and very realistic looking. Even scenes that you know they must be computer generated look quite real. The soundtrack on my 5.1 system sounds very good. The surrounds are used well, and the soundtrack is fitting, but not really memorable. There's very little coarse language and sexual content in the movie, but there is plenty of violence. Most of it is around the level of Harry Potter, except for one brutal scene. Mortal Engines has a lot of similarities to Avatar in that it's beautiful, but shallow. It's exciting at times, but it's burdened with an overly complex world that either needed to be explained a little less or a lot more. So my review makes Mortal Engines sound pretty bad, I think. But I did enjoy it, and there's a pretty good chance that I'll watch it again. I gave it a 6 out of 10. It's the kind of movie you could watch while folding laundry without your kids. Thanks.